Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new piercing reaction video. So today we're doing something a little bit differenty, and I'm gonna go on TikTok today and react to this little hashtag trend called "What Your Piercing Means About You." Something along those lines. I've already bastardized what the actual phrase was, but it's basically people going up saying what these piercings mean about you, what they mean about society. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure I'm gonna get angry. Quickly, I do want to mention that this channel now does have memberships. It's the same as Patreon, but I know some people don't want to use Patreon, so if you'd like to become a member of the channel, get some little cool rewards, there's a little join button down there. You can come and join, be part of the Roly and Gasha family. Anyway, guys, let's not beat around the bush, and let's straight on to these videos. So let's go.
What your piercing says about you, part
What your
one.
piercing says, oh,
If
part
you
one.
This was definitely one of your first piercings you got, and you probably got it when you were 15 or 16. Honestly, it's kind of basic. If you
I got my nose pierced when I first moved to London, and that was in 2015. So I was 25 years old when I first got my nose piercing, so I wasn't a teenager.
Maybe I was trying to relive my youth.
you have your cartilage done, you either did it yourself,
No.
or you recently got it done because it looks.
No.
This is also a really basic piercing.
No.
If you have an industrial bar, you definitely had a really bad emo phase, and it still shows. Sorry, I don't make the rules. If you have your septum.
Maybe in some cases, but I never in my life had an emo phase. When I was in school, I had chavvy phases. I looked like a chav. I didn't dress like an emo or anything. I had no emo tendencies. I was a lot more chavvy when I had my industrial bar done. So this definitely does not apply to me, girls. But don't get industrial piercings, guys. They're so annoying to heal. Like, if you've got one and it's healed perfectly, good for you. But the majority of people, it just will not heal.
If you have your septum pierced, you're definitely bisexual. And honestly, all the baddies have those. If you have your septum pierced, you're hot as fuck. And you also probably had an emo phase.
I'm not gonna deny that, girls. I am hot as F. I'm so hot the sun can't even stand to be near me because I burn it, girls. What does baddie mean? She said that if you've got your septum pierced that you're a baddie. What does that mean? Does that mean like badass, as in like you're like a punk or like rebellious? I mean, I don't personally see septum piercings as like a rebellious thing to do anymore. Back in like the 90s and early noughties, like if you got a septum piercing, like it was like a shocking piercing, then it was considered like sort of rebellious to do. In 2020, like to get a septum piercing is really not that much of a big deal. Like so many people have them. Like back in 2015, 16ish time, there was a huge trend where like everyone was getting, even celebrities. Like it really doesn't make you a badass. And like if you consider it like a baddie girl. Also, I'm not bisexual. This whole concept of like assuming someone's sexuality because of their piercings is so outdated. Again, that was the thing when I was in school.
If you had your right earlobe pierced, it meant you were gay.
Move with the times, girl. Like this is really outdated.
If you have a belly button piercing, you definitely did something athletic as a kid. Whether it be cheer or like... And
No.
I know this is a fact. And you definitely got it when you were younger.
No,
If you have your
go.
tongue pierced, you're definitely a crazy bitch. Y'all got some energy that is unmatched. If you have your lip pierced, you're definitely in your 30s trying to relive your teen years, and it doesn't look good on you. But if you're younger, you can probably pull it off, and it's really...
Man, I'm malfunctioning. That's very below the belt, and I'm very upset by what you just said to me. I am in my 30s, my very early 30s, only just turned 30, but I've had my lip done for 11 years now. So I was like 19 when I first got it done. So I don't know if you can really consider it as I'm trying to relive my youth because I kind of got it still when I was relatively young. I also want to point out what I find hilarious about this is this girl is like saying all the stuff about piercing stuff, like judging what they are and what they mean. Are you saying you're this, you're bisexual if you got this, you're badass, you're pathetic, you're basic if you got all this stuff. And it's like, you have no piercings. It'd be like if I was to go to some sort of like doctor's search and be like, you should be doing this for this patient. You should actually be doing this. Oh, and this means this. Oh, by the way, this medicine doesn't work. You should be using this medicine. It's like, no, I'm not a doctor. Like I would never do that. Like, so I just think to kind of say some of this stuff is ludicrous. We evaluate some of the things because you've got very outdated views. Like you've got boomer views when it comes to the piercings, when it comes to what you just said there. So let's not do that, girls. Moving on from that.
What your piercings say about you. Let's go.
Why is it? What? I'm sorry, it's been what, a second in and I feel assaulted. Can someone actually just explain this to me quickly? What is it about like American-y culture where it's so common for like this kind of like hyper screaming, shouting kind of like, it's like attitude, but like presenting, like it's so common that they just start screaming at the camera at the top of their lungs. It's like, why? Like, calm down, girl. I'm right in front of you.
If you got your ears pierced, let me tell you right now, you're a pretty generic person. Look, I got my ears pierced, and I'd say myself, I'm a generic person.
I mean, That's the Darjeeling.
It's not bad to have your ears pierced, but it's not, you know, over the top. Like, people are like, oh my God, he has his ears pierced. No, it's generic. If you have your nose pierced and you're a girl, you're fine. But if you have your nose pierced and you're a boy, why the f are you doing that? Take it the f out. It looks so stupid.
Gout.
If you have your belly button pierced, you're probably a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah,
going
I am a
through a phase, and you just
yeah.
do it to who the f knows.
Yeah,
It does not look good.
This.
If you have your nipples pierced,
Chest.
now that is a whole different story. I don't know what the f you want me to tell you, but there must be something wrong in your head. Does that shit hurt? That has to hurt. And if you have anything below your waist pierced, I'm gonna go call Dr. Phil, all right? You need a little counseling, because that's nuts.
So, I would like to get a knife and jab it into my eyes and my eardrums. I would love to think that this guy is just trolling, but I don't know who this is. And to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if someone would have these views, especially when they think that screaming like that is a normal thing to do. I don't really know what to say. I'm a bit more upset than this, and I thought I was going to be. Absolutely not. We don't like misogyny. We don't like... I want to say homophobia in a way. This sexism, I would say it wouldn't surprise me if he was homophobic. Like this whole idea is just ridiculous. The bin is waiting for you. The bin, hello bin. I have a person for you, bin. Binny Winnie. I can't, no.
What your piercing says about you,
Oh, it's the same girl.
If you have your trigus done, you definitely only got it because you couldn't stop getting piercing. There's no real reason you got it. You just wanted it. If you've...
I mean, I won't deny it. I mean, I got it when I was... It was early on in my piercing. I got both of mine done, but I got them done because I wanted them.
Snake bites, you definitely still listen to metalcore, which is completely fine.
Wait. So she's making comments about snake bite piercings and using a photo of not snake bite piercings. Like, that's 2 vertical lip piercings. That's not snake. I mean, I guess you could call it vertical snake bites. I don't think I've ever heard anyone use that term, but they're not snake bites. Which just proves my point. There's someone who doesn't know about piercings is talking about piercings if they know about piercings. Lol.
If you have your nipples pierced, you are hot. You also have a lot of confidence at times, and you're just all around a baddie. You're great. We love.
You had me until you said baddie. Is baddie like the new thing? I guess this is like a younger generation thing, but I have never in my life heard of someone getting referred to as like a baddie. It's always been you're like a badass, but like a baddie. But I am hot, girls. Oh, hottie, with my nipples pierced. Bang, bang, bang.
If you have an eyebrow piercing, you definitely got this either when you were really young or when you were like in your 20s. And dare I say it, but y'all like anime.
Got mine when I was 29. Well, actually, I said I got it when I was 24. Took it out and then got it down when I was 29. So I kind of agree with you. I mean, I'm not really much of an anime fan, but you know, you're almost there.
Have your Medusa done? You're kind of scary.
Ooh!
You're kind of intimidating at first, but you're really nice after and a baddie, and you love to get down. Look at.
If I like, oh my god, if I hear the word baddie one more time, I'm gonna like just like get some bleach and drink it. I'm gonna take Donald Trump's advice and drink bleach. Like no. So let's see
what your piercing means, part 1. If you have a septum
Why is everyone doing parts? Like, just stick with one part.
Cute. You're a cute girl. If you have your cheeks pierced, you're probably going through a little midlife crisis right now. If you have this, you probably got it when you were 18 and now you don't know what the f to do with the hole in your lip.
I love that. Again, like, if you're gonna comment on something, at least know what they're called. I don't be like, if you've got this means this. How can you know? It's so stupid. And what does this girl know about midlife crisis anyway? She's what, like 15, 16? Like, how can you be like, you're going for a midlife crisis? You have no idea. Like, stop.
If you have gauges, your ears smell like ball cheese.
Wow. No, what you should have said is if you're a dirty bastard, then your ears will smell like that. Not if you're actually a clean person.
Another piercing that if you probably have this, you saw it on TikTok, thought it looked cool, went to a piercer and we're like, ha! If you ever...
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that. I don't feel anyone who's got like a moderate sense of what's right and wrong will be getting snake eye piercings. Because they're disgusting and wrong for you. Goodbye, tooth enamel, chippy whippy.
If you have your belly button pierced, this was one of the first tattoos you got, and you got this when you were really young. If you have...
just goes to show, really, isn't it? If you've got your belly. God, no girl, no girl. Make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, girl. Making out with my microphone. New ASMR channel. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kissy wissy. Hello, Margaret. I'm ready for my kiss. I love how I called it a girl as well. Like, I'm in my fantasy world of microphone making out, I'm straight.
If you have this shit in your tongue,
This isn't real.
why?
It's
And
not.
last but not least, but if you look like any of these, you're probably going through a midlife crisis.
Can we stop saying that as if like you understand anything what a midlife crisis is? If you look like this and you've been modified this much, this isn't a midlife crisis. This takes time. A midlife crisis is like, oh, I'm gonna suddenly now go and join a band, or I'm gonna go dye my hair. Not I'm gonna spend years and years and years tattooing and modifying my body. Like this isn't something you just do on a whim. Like this takes a long time. Let's not normalize saying that people are having midlife crisis when you don't know them. Like how can you justify saying so like that?
This is what your piercings say about you as a person, because I love making fun of people.
There's two type of peoples with septum piercings. The ones that flip them up because it's low commitment, don't want family to know. Or there's the people with clickers like this, and you're so fucking cool and
Hey, wait, hang on. You've got if you want a piercing and there's like a problem in the way, like work or something. Like I had a problem when I first started working. I couldn't have a lot of these piercings, so I'd have to take them out and then put them back in afterwards. Like that's more dedication than just having them in all the time. Like because you want them that bad that you're willing to go through that hassle because it's annoying. Your view is slightly twisted, girl. And that's the Darjeeling.
nothing scares you. You and death could be face to face, and you'll just be.
Tongue piercings are. Can we stop? Like no. No. Like tongue piercings are so common. They're not. This isn't this big ass. Like oh my god, you're fearless. No. Like that's not.
If you have your navel pierced, it's because you have cool, supportive parents in high school
Oh.
who realize that telling you no is not going to stop you from getting a piercing. This is me telling you no. You're going to regret that scar for the rest of your life.
I mean, I had my belly button pierced for 10 years and I have a little scar there now because I took it out recently, but I do not in any way, shape or form regret it or get annoyed by this scar, so no go! Well, I didn't think I was going to say this in this video, but I'm well and truly on the trigger train. True, speaking of where we're about to crash off a cliff and plunge to my death. Ah, bitch, that was a lot, girl. I was expecting this to be a little bit less judgy. I don't know what I was expecting. I thought I wouldn't get so annoyed, but I was. Oh, lovely. So I want you to comment down below, guys. What does your piercings say about you? Why did you get piercings? What's your love for piercings? Does any of these things that people have said in this video is true? Like, do you agree that you're a baddie if you got your septum pierced? Tell me what you think down below, girls. I do have my members channel here, so make sure you go, let's come and become a member, and you'll get some outtake videos and maybe some video news, or you get like a video shout out, like your name shout out in a video. Thank you so much for watching. A massive shout out to my gorgeous patrons who you can see on the screen here. Oh my god, girls, thank you for being a patron. You're now in alphabetical order, so you can see your name easier, girls. And a special shout out to my top tier patrons: Ashley Page Wynn, Brianna, Cassie Hill, Chile Herman, Cynthia, Debbie Hallstorm, Demetra Settle, Jay Ela, I think that's how you say your name, Judy Seymour, Kelly Bowser, Kelly P, Laura Perlicek, Suzmac, and Ziggy Wiggy. I'll be back for another video very soon. Please hit the like button, just really help me out. Share with all your friends. Social media links down below: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, and TikTok, girls. But yes, everyone, be fabulous, be amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch tell you that you can't be you. Why is that? Because you, wrong way round, girls. You are flawless. Yes.